Hey, hey, hey! It's Mike Duffy checking in from MupoEntertainment.com and Don'tGetHacked.ca.com. And yeah, it is December 6th, 2024, about 9:11 Mountain Standard Time. I'm about to hit the road, but I didn't do a morning live stream yesterday, so I wanted to make sure I did one today in case my day gets crazy. So, um, 0 appointments to new computer setup, possibly a printer drop off at another place, and then third one just came in, and it's kind of like all on the far west side of the city. So I gotta go. I'll be down in the foothills today, so maybe I'll do a live. I'm close to the mountains. I'll try Facebook live stream or Facebook Live. Facebook Live. That's what it's called. Anyway, just a heads up: printer issues. So it seems to be the week with HP OfficeJet inkjet based printers just dying or not being worth the time to fix them versus the cost to get a replacement printer. So I've had 3 now this week. One should be seems I did it. I recorded my virtual session with them, and that printer seems to be printing. But of course, with customer service, you always need to follow up with the customer and verify like a week, 2 weeks later, it's still working because technology can be intermittent. Sometimes you fix something, and then a month later, the customer is no longer satisfied, and you're like, okay, time for replacement. So, what is the realistic time to spend fixing something? Because any IT company, any repair person is going to charge you hourly rate to fix it. They might have a low hourly rate, they may have a high hourly rate, depending on what type of business it is, right? And then distance from your location, because sometimes, it's easy for you to travel an hour to go find a specialist who may charge less, but then it may not be economical for you to do that either. So, anyway, some because I fixed one, and then I have to go look at a er, um, yeah, I remotely fixed one. I picked up one the other day to clean out. I've cleaned it out, and there's just no ink flowing through that printer head. It's an inkjet. Guy paid $50 for it. I told him, I'm like, my diagnostic rate for an hour, and I spent like 2 hours trying to fix it. I know I'm bad. I spent way too much time trying to fix that printer, but it's like I just like to test cleaning methods out in YouTube videos, just because some printers come back to life and they're great for a year or two. Then other printers come back to life and they're good for a week, and then you got to clean them out again, and you're like, okay, I'm done. Like it was an $800 printer. We spent so much time cleaning it; it's not worth. I've had Canon printers last 10 years, and I've had some last a year and a half. It just depends on the mechanical structure of the printer and how much if it's built good or not, built solid or not, right? So, um, it's like, for example, I have an evil Canon in my office, but of course, I had a customer. I sold it to a customer, and then after like a year, the customer hated it, and then I swapped it out with something different, and they're happy, and they just paid the price difference on the printer because I wanted to make sure the customer was happy with my recommendation. And these are small businesses; they're not going to be purchasing large printers, so they're still buying stuff from like Staples or HP's website or Epson's website or like consumer direct, direct consumer, small business consumers. Um, anyway, so don't spend too much time trying to fix a printer because your limit should be like an hour, 2 hours, unless you really want to save a couple $100. Like I normally don't order parts for printers because I haven't had too much like larger printers, like Ricoh's and like big, large, multi-thousand-dollar like office print photocopiers. I have fixed those before, and generally they work. But when they're like little $200 printers, like I hate HP printers so much. I hate them with a passion. Canon's pretty bad too. So anyway, I gotta go look at another printer, tell somebody the printer's dead today, and take them a new printer. So I'm off. Bye. Have a good morning. Don't spend too much time troubleshooting printers. They're not really worth it, and they're one of those consumable items that you'll be just happy you're getting a new one rather than trying to. Because even if you fix your old printer that's not working anymore, it's jammed or the ink dried up, you may not be happy with its future results. That's the message. You may not be happy with stuff you fix, and sometimes you just have a better satisfaction with brand new things, especially if they're consumable items.